Do you believe in redemption? How's it going, everybody? I'm Rollshambo, the connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny. And if you believe in redemption, whether that's in knife design or just in your everyday life, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to smack the like button on your way down. This knife might look familiar. This is the Bestech Skirmish. Now, if you remember, the Skirmish is a knife that we checked out on a live stream, and then Bestech sent one my way at my request, and at first I loved it, and then I found an issue at the time with the liner lock, and during that time the liner lock, when slow rolled, would not fully engage, and it made it, at least in my opinion, a bit dangerous. Now, I did mention at the time that a sample size of 1 is not a very good sample size because it's just one knife. I don't know if that was something that was par for the course on that model. I just don't know. So I did mention that if I ever got a chance to check out another one, that I might amend the score. Here it is, a new spec for the Bestech Skirmish, and today we might just have to amend a score. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so you might be a little confused, like this is not a new knife that we haven't seen on this channel before. This is the Bestech Skirmish, okay? And I've already done a video on the Bestech Skirmish. However, this one is different, and it's different for a few reasons. The reason why I got it on the channel again is because it's time to see if things have changed. Now, the one that I previously reviewed, and if you want to see that review, I will link it up above, but the one that I previously reviewed was with 154 cm on the blade, and it had iron wood grain handle scales, and it looks gorgeous, but I had a problem with it, and it was a problem that was really disappointing to me because at the time that I reviewed it, I couldn't get the lock bar to reliably lock out while slow rolling the knife, and it meant that I couldn't necessarily give it a fair score for my Grail or Garbage ranking system. I couldn't, because a knife that doesn't reliably lock out is like, I just can't give it a score for that. But at the time that I did that review, I promised that if I ever got another one in my hands, I would allow the people in the comment section and the next version to see if, maybe it was just a one-off. Maybe I had, an early model that had some QC issues. I don't know. Oftentimes the problem is when I rank a knife, I don't get to check out 10 of the same knife. I get what I get, and I don't throw a fit. Well, when Eric Outer of Bestech, the Bestech service rep, I should say, reached out to me and said, hey, I've got these knives, you want to check them out? And I saw that there was a skirmish in there. There was no saying no, because for one, I really liked this skirmish. I wanted to give it another chance, and I wanted to make sure that we did it right. And I also wanted to show off this beautiful, beautiful new coral Damascus that they're doing on this knife for 2023, which I think looks beautiful. Also, you may notice that it has this Damascus blade now. So you can get this in the coral Damascus and their Damascus blade. Now, their Damascus is going to be a proprietary blend of herbs and spices, but I can tell you that one of those herbs and spices is VG10. No big surprise there when we're looking at a lot of Damascus blades. VG10 is a great ingredient for that, and I'm not disappointed at all. It also looks phenomenal. Damascus just looks beautiful, and then you pair it with this orange color, and some of you might be thinking, dang, that looks obnoxious, but you know what? In hand, it feels great. I would say that the hand feel with these orange coral Damascus scales feels better than it did on the wood grain handle scales. And that's tough because wood actually has a really, really good hand feel. It wears in nicely, it collects your oils and patinas naturally over time. Guys, the question that we've all been waiting for, and the reason for this video, is to talk about the lockout. I had an issue on the last one. I couldn't slow roll it out and get it to lock out unless I deployed it with force. So That's what we're going to do today. Slow rolling it out. Yep. Locks out no problem. And that's a good lockout too. I'm going to say that locks up at the 25 to 30% mark. It's solid. No blade play up and down. I feel confident with this knife in my hand. Did they fix it because of my video? Or was that never an issue? I have no idea. But I do know that in the comment section of my other video, people said that they did not have the same issue and they were disappointed by the result. And trust me when I say I was disappointed too. I don't want to say that a knife doesn't lock out reliably. I don't want that. I want knives to be safe to handle, safe to use, beautiful to look at, and fun to play with. That's what I want. And I'm really grateful to have an opportunity to check out another one. You'll see that no matter which way I deploy it, if I slow roll it, if I do the two-hand, it's going to lock up in the same place as if I just go pow right in the kisser. And you'll see like every time it locks out good. And that's what I wanted to see. So it's redemption time, baby. Let's go ahead and fix the ranking for this knife. Had the knife that I reviewed and ranked the first time had this lockout, for lock, it would have gotten a 7 out of 10. And that's going to bring the ranking for this knife to here. Are you surprised? Was this a true redemption? Do you think that it should score lower? Do you think that it should score higher? And by the way, if you want to check out more of my full-length Grail or Garbage videos, make sure you click on the link up above, because we do full-length rankings of almost everything that hits the channel. So those rankings are there to provide extra context so that you know if I believe that a knife deserves a spot in your pocket or in your EDC rotation. Let me know. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this one. Do you like the Coral G Damascus? What about the Damascus blade? Is it too flashy? Is it too bougie? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, boo-hoo, there's a button for you too. And if you watched this long and you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing. I'm Rollshambo. I'll catch you on the flip side.